Hi, everyone. Welcome to Kids Art Lab. Today we're going to be learning about an artist named Alma Woodsey Thomas. This is Alma. Alma was born in Columbus, Georgia, and she was the oldest of 4 girls. She ended up moving to Washington, D.C. to get away from racial violence in Georgia. And she dreamed of being an architect, but at that time, she couldn't do that. So she went to college for home economics instead. And this photo is of Alma in front of her work hanging in a museum, a real famous museum, the Whitney Museum, in 1972. She ended up switching in school to a fine arts degree and was Howard University's first fine arts graduate. 10 years later, she also became the first African-American woman to earn a Master of Fine Arts degree from Columbia University. Very exciting. She taught art at public schools in Washington, D.C. for 35 years, her whole career. She continued to paint throughout her life, but she didn't develop the style that you kind of see in the background of this photo here until after she was retired and started at American University. So goes to show you are never too old to start a new project, start a new hobby, or change up what you're doing. Here's a photo of Alma inside her studio. Okay, one of her paintings, Red Abstraction, she painted this in 1959 and is showing the changing colors of leaves in autumn or in fall. If you kind of squint a little bit, you can see and imagine the light flickering around the leaves that she saw through her window in the middle of autumn. Maybe it's getting a little cold outside. There's a wind blowing, but the sun is sparkling through the red leaves. Can you see it? Okay, look at this. What do you see? She titled this one Iris, Tulips, Jonquils, and Crocuses and painted it in 1969. It looks kind of spontaneous or not necessarily planned, but it took a lot of sketching for Alma to put this together. She studied hues, the colors, the patterns, and the movement of flowers in her yard and local parks. And I'm going to show you some photos of some of these flowers that are in the title. And can you see some of these ideas picked up in her painting on the right? Can you see those colors? Maybe the shapes kind of. Do you see how they're tall, mostly skinny flowers? I love it. I think it's so interesting, don't you? Okay, this painting is called The Eclipse. She was captivated and very interested in all of the satellite photos that were being taken from space at that time. So she started a whole series of paintings that she called space paintings that were based on all of these satellite photos. And this one obviously is based on an eclipse. You'll see why in just one moment. Ta-da! So rather than just, a black circle with some light peeking out from the sides, the sun coming out on the sides, she took all these different colors and surrounded them coming out concentric circles. And it's a little off center. It's not perfectly centered. I wonder why she did that. What do you think? And when we're looking at this painting, all of these brush strokes are not exactly the same size, right? They're all different shapes, different sizes. We've got different colors even in one circle, the colors vary a little bit. What do you think? We'd love to know in the comments below. Okay, Apollo 12 Splashdown was based on, surprise, the splashdown of the Apollo 12 mission in the water. And she said about this, these phenomena set my creativity in motion. And so the brush strokes that she used here and the shapes, and it's not just circles this time, she's got all sorts. They show the movement and the rhythm of the water and the sun behind it. I think it's beautiful. I'm going to show you a photo of the splashdown. There we go. A different angle of it. So you can kind of see what we're talking about here. You've got it splashing down. You can even see the pink in the top of the painting here, the parachutes. How interesting, right? What an interesting way to interpret that into a painting with such bright colors and small shapes. We're going to use some of these styles and themes in the painting of Alma's that we will recreate in just a moment. Okay, to learn more about Alma, you can check out some different books that we have at the library, but I wanted to recommend Little Leaders, Bold Women in Black History, because that's where I learned about Alma. And her picture is shown on the right-hand side of this screen from this book. It's illustrated and written by Vashti Harrison. It has lots of amazing women in it. You can also check out more information about her on our database, Hoopla. All right, let's get to painting.